Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about background image removal. I mean, I think nowadays you can find in any website. This is common in any website, right? For instance, in Canva, I think you can use background image removal, um, and there are other websites as well. I actually don't remember the name, but in today's tutorial, we'll be seeing how we can use Eden AI's API to remove the background of any image, right? It's a pretty short video, so we'll cover the basic aspects, how we can do the live testing, what are the providers we have here, and also, you know, we go through the params we have to make an API call, and finally, I'll show you the code, how I made a small fast API based server and implemented this background image removal API there. It's quite fascinating. Hold on tight, and without any delay, we'll get started. Okay, so when we go to this AI APIs menu and click it, you type this background removal and you'll be navigated to this place, right? So this way you can see all the things related to the background removal. um, it's pretty obvious. On the left side you can see a code snippet which you can use it for the API call. On the right side you can see the pricing and also the billing units, right? So there are like 5 providers here, and yeah, I mean, API for AI is like pretty expensive for 1K files. Microsoft is 1 USD. So the question is, which one should I pick for my project, right? Um, Simple answer, just scroll down and you can find live testing option where you can use your own image and select all the providers to see which provider is working better for you. So let me do that for you. Let me choose a picture of mine, pretty old. You can see the background. I want this to be removed. So I selected all the providers and I clicked launch. Okay. Couple of seconds it may take since it's image. Couple of operations are involved, so you can expect a bit of latency here. Okay. Okay. Well done. Now we can see all of the providers returned. So if you click visual, right, you can see a beautiful interface with before and after provided. So you can see the API for AI is not performing good for the price. Clipdrop is good, really good. Um, Microsoft, not bad. And Photoroom is also really good. Yeah, see, it's pretty good. Okay, so I mean, you can download the image. Oh, forgot the Sentisight. It's bad. Never mind. So you can download the image and you can try with any other images as well. Just make it complex and see which one is the best for you. For now, let's say I'll go with the Clipdrop 0.5, or sorry, the Photoroom, since it's a bit comparatively less expensive. I'll go with that. Okay, so the question is, okay, I've tested it. Now, how can I use it in my project? How can I build something like a background removal application, right? You can see they're like pretty famous right now. Uh, from I Love PDF. I don't know. There are some uh, websites till Canva. I think most of them provide this background removal feature. So let's see how we can build them, right? So the code snippet that I was saying before, this is what you can use it in your application, in your endpoint. I mean, you don't have to be innovative; just you can use the same code snippet. So if you are working on in a JavaScript based environment, you can use this. If it's a Python based like FastAPI or Flask or something, you can use this. And for file URL, this is the code. And if you want to use the local file, this is the one. So anyway, I'll be explaining this. I'll be showing the code to you. I made a small FastAPI based application server running based on the snippet we have here. So before that, I want to explain few parameters we have here so that it'll be crystal clear for you to understand. So let's go to the param section and just have a brief on how what the params are for the API code. So here we are in the param section. So if you go to the docs.edenai.co and search for the image background removal, you can see this. You can see the complete docs. Most of it is self-explanatory, so it's quite simple to understand. But let's see what the essential params are. For now, we should focus on providers. It's pretty much required, if you can see. So we know the available providers. If you just click this, you can see the list of all the providers available, and then you can also provide fallback providers. So for those who don't know the fallback providers, it's basically kind of a plan B situation when the main required provider fails. So the provider B, when I say the B, the fallback provider comes into the play, right? So you can provide up to 5. Since we don't have that many, you can provide all the other left, and even if that fails, then the other one in the list comes into the play. So that's how it works. This will be pretty useful if you are using it in a production environment, right? And most of them are again self-explanatory. Responses are ticked. If you want the response to be in the response of the objects, so you may have to set it to false, right? Because it when you keep it to false, you'll get the list of all the objects. But if you want it to be return to be like a dictionary, just leave it to be, because the default value is true, so it's okay. And the attributes as a list is the same thing. And the file and the file URL, so if you are using a local file, then the file param is what we'll be using. But if your file stored in somewhere in the cloud, you have to use the file underscore URL. That's how you use. Okay, so on the right side, you can see again a small section to play with. Um, you have the payload, the headers, everything, the code snippet, which you can use this again in your project. Provide your bearer token here and select the environment or something, and then provide an image URL or just upload the image here and hit the try button, so you can see the demo right here on this docs page. Okay, so we know the essential params, and let's build the server. Let's see how it works. While calling the API. Okay, so this is the fast API project that I've made. Again, there's nothing much innovative here. Most of them, as I mentioned before, I used it from the code snippet available. So I have imported all the available modules. I mean, required libraries, and then added the course, and then added the API endpoint, which is important, of course. I hope you know how to get the API key. If not, please check out the other video which I have mentioned before. How to create API keys and monitor the usage as well. Don't forget to check that out. And then, I've created an endpoint for the remove background URL. If you remember, there are like two methods for for the endpoints. One is for URL and one is for the local file. So for the URL, it's the same code, and also for the upload, it's the same code, but just we have provided this upload file option, and it's the same thing. So anyway, I'll be adding this code to the cookbook. So if you have any doubts, you can just go to the cookbook in the GitHub, and you can find this code. And I have also mentioned, the comments for you guys to understand. So it should be pretty much clear. Okay. So without any delay, let's go. Let's run this and see the Postman. Okay, so for now, I'll just use the upload option, and then it's the same exact picture that I've showed for the demo, live testing. And I used API for AI just to see how bad it's going to be. And then it returned the response. It's pretty huge. And if you scroll down, you can see the image resource URL. So let's see how the image, the output image is. Okay, so this is how the output is, which is as expected. And that's how you basically do the uh, API call. So that's the tutorial, guys. I hope you have liked this. If you do, thank you so much, and don't forget to hit the like button. And if you have any queries, please comment. I'll reach out to you. And let's say if you have any other issues or concerns, um, feel free to join the Discord channel we have, and there's a help section out there, and you can raise a query. So I'll reach out to you again, and probably we can discuss and fix the issues as well. And meanwhile, we have the doc section available. So if you have any doubts regarding the product, so you can just go there and have a look. Everything is like quite minimal and simple, so I think it should be self-explanatory. And don't forget to subscribe the channel, so because every week we'll releasing new tutorials and videos. So yeah, thank you so much for your time.